Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, today we continue with multiplication. As I've told you in the past, all you have to know is be able to do your one digit by one digit multiplication, and I'm even letting you use a multiplication chart. So there's really zero reason for you not to be able to multiply. Zero reason for you to not be able to multiply, because I'm letting you use the multiplication chart. So I'm just saying there is, remember what happened last time? Yeah. So first I want to do a problem that I'm just going to show you really a problem that you had to do on the purple cards that you didn't really have to do if you'd have estimated like you've been taught to estimate, but I don't want to estimate, it takes so much time. Well, let's see what would take more time. If you had to multiply 327 times 17 times 4, which was one of the problems you had to do on the task cards, it said there were 327 students, each student sold 17 tickets, each ticket cost $4. I don't want to do all that. So I'm going to make it 300 times 20. And I've got 3 zeros at the end, so I can put my ones, tens, hundreds. And then I just have to know 3 times 2, which is what? 6. See, I'm estimating. 300 times 20. Then I have to multiply it by 4. So if I know my 6 times 4, this problem's easy. I'm just multiplying one-digit numbers. Ones, tens, hundreds. 24,000 is my answer. That's my estimate. Well, let's look at the problem real quick. Disturbing. All right, so the problem, and I quote, for the school fundraiser, 327 students at an elementary school each sold 17 raffle tickets. Each raffle ticket was sold for $4 each. How much money was collected for the raffle tickets by the students? So most of you figured out you had to do all this multiplication and went, that's too hard, and then turned in an answer where you didn't do any math, which is cray-cray. Our answer choices were 5,559. Close to our estimate? No. 1,304. Close to our estimate? No. 6,867. Close to our estimate? No. 22,236. Close to our estimate? That's the only one that's even remotely close to our estimate. So I didn't really have to do the math. If I did some estimating, I didn't have to do all the long form multiplication, carrying, bringing down, all that crazy stuff. I just had to know how to do 3 times 2 and 4 times 6. And that's all on multiplication cards or charts that your teacher will allow you to use. I know he will because he's me and I'm him and we are we. We, I said.
What's my life now?
So that is why estimation is important. Now I'm going to show you a few problems. Those of you that are following along and paying attention will be able to do them when you have to do your own. Those of you that are daydreaming, dreaming of running through the fields of flowers to go see your friend. Let's take the problem. 54 multiplied by 31. That's not just multiplying one digit by one digit, Mr. McMurrow. I don't know what you're talking about. Well, let's demonstrate after we estimate. After we estimate. Lillian, what are we going to do to estimate this here? Help me out. Can you multiply 3 times 5 in your head? Yeah, good. I take my ones place, tens place, bring it down. Or my ones place, bring it down. 3 times 5 is 15. My answer should be somewhere in the neighborhood of 15. It'll be more than 15 because I moved both of these down. So now when we're doing this math, what we're doing right here is 54 times 1. Because my 1 is in the ones place. I just multiply one digit at a time. So I start with 1 times 4, class, is?
4.
1 times 5, class, is?
5.
Good. 54 times 1 is 54. Y'all can do that. This second line is going to be 54 times, what place value is the 3 in? 3 tens is worth how much? 30. 54 times 30. Now, I still am only multiplying a one-digit number because this is in the ones place and I'm starting in the tens place here. I can just put that 0 for my ones place. Okay? I'm putting the 0 because I'm starting in the tens place. I'm not going to have anything in the ones place because I'm starting over here in the tens place. Now it's just 3 times 4, which is what? 12. So I have 12 tens, or 102 tens. 3 times 5 is?
15.
Plus 1?
16.
16. Then I find the sum of those two. Trent, what is 4 plus 0? Excellent. Trent, what is 5 plus 2? 7. Trent, what is 6 plus nothing else? Trent, what is 1 plus nothing else? Good. Jude, is that anywhere near our estimate? It's pretty close, right? It's pretty close. We said this was going to be bigger than our estimate because we estimated down. But we do the estimate first. Just like that problem we did in the hall with the tickets and the students and the everything else. If you estimate first, it makes your life much easier. All right, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to put a problem on the board. You're going to work it in your journal. I will pause the video while you work it, and then we'll go over it together. Me calling on people because I can, because I'm in charge. I know that blows your mind and everything, but get your journals out. And in your journal, you're going to do, I want an estimate. Then I want the actual solution. Your factors are 42 and 26. Analia. That's what I said, right? I got it right the first time. Good. You looked at me like, that's not my name, you bozo. So then you made me doubt myself. All right, we're going to round this. 42 times 26. What do you want to do to? 40 times 30. We have zeros in our ones places. So 0 there, 0 there. Analia, what's 4 times 3? 12. Our answer should be somewhere in the neighborhood, vicinity, close to 1,200. 1,200. All right, so when I'm multiplying on this line right here, and you're going to have to do some of this today, what am I multiplying when I do this first product here? Maddie? 42 times 6. That a girl. 42 times 6. Hudson, what's 6 times 2?
12.
So I have 12 ones. Or 2 ones and 1 10. Hudson, what's 6 times 4?
24.
But I have another 10, so that's
25.
25 tens. I don't want that, so I'm going to change it to 2 hundreds and 5 tens. So 42 times 6 is 252, at least according to Hudson. this line, I am multiplying what, Owen?
That line?
Yeah.
Oh, you're multiplying, I want to say 26 times 2.
No.
No.
42 times what place value is the 2 in?
20. No, the 2's in the 10.
Tens. So 42 times 20. 42 times 20. That's why I have this 0 here. Just like here when I put my 0 down, because I'm starting in my tens place. I'm starting in my tens place, so I'm not going to have anything in my ones place. Jude, what is 2 times 2? 4. Jude, what is 2 times 4? 8. The sum of these two numbers, Gigi, is what?
Is
1,042. What are we whatting?
what? 90.
92.
What?
She's like, oh, I couldn't read my own writing, but I do expect you to be able to read my own writing, Mr. McMurdo, so just because I can't read it doesn't mean you shouldn't be able to. And then she'd turn in a paper and she'll go, that's a said 9! And I'm like, but it looks like a 4. I know, it looks like a 4 to me too, but you need to know better. So sad. So sad. So sad. So sad. Oh my gosh, let's make it a little bit more. 204 multiplied by 41. 204 by 41. Coolest Maddie in the world. How did you estimate it? 200 times 40. And what'd you did 200 times 40, what'd you get? 8,000. That would be correct. That's how I'd estimate it too. 8,000. 8,000. So let's look here. Amy, in this row, what am I multiplying here? Oh, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. And Amy, what is 204 times 1? Oh my gosh. Brilliant! Brilliant!
Good job.
Man, I'm glad I have Amy in my class.
And you don't have.
I'm a friend.
Sebastian,
Wow.
what am I multiplying here?
204 times 40.
204 times 40. Just because I compliment another student, that doesn't mean anything negative to you. I didn't say, man, I'm glad Amy's in my class and I can't stand Gigi. That's not what I said. I just said, I'm glad I have Amy in my class. So that wasn't a shot at you at all. All right, since we're multiplying in the tens place, I had to put a 0 in the ones place because we're starting in the tens place. AJ, what is my product? 204 times 40 equals what?
8,160.
8,160. I don't know. You didn't hear me? Or you got a different answer? 60. Well, then why'd you hum me?
Huh?
All right, Trent, what is the sum of those two numbers, those two products?
Yeah.
Just read it off your paper. Did you start the problem?
Oh, done.
Okay. Well, then just add it together. If you need to do it on your paper, add it together. Okay, that water bottle is going to be thrown down the hallway if you keep crinkling it.
See, I got that.
Hey Jude, how's it going?
Yeah, 1864.
Is that what you got?
Yeah. I was done before you. I was done before you.
8,364. We're always, no matter how big the number, multiplying one digit by one digit. If you need to use your multiplication chart, use your multiplication chart. If you don't know your multiplication facts, practice them. There are tons of games online.
Yeah.
They have like soccer games where you do your multiplication facts. I put a Pac-Man multiplication thing on Google Classroom. So, boom, shakalaka, peace out. God bless, love you. Do something kind today. Subscribe.